Hey guys, CityScapes here, and welcome back to another episode from Verville. I'm currently experimenting a bit with my editing style, so this time around we're gonna start off with a live gameplay, where I will explain you a little bit what we're gonna do today. Okay, let's jump right into it. Okay guys, so here we are, first time in-game, live. I already apologize for the really bad FPS here. But anyway, I tried to move the camera as gentle as possible. Let's see if that works. Yes, as you can see it's really laggy. Yeah, anyway, this is what we built last time. The Seal City shopping center. Really cool thing. But let's have a look what we built today. Obviously I already built it, but I thought I could show you how the area looked before. As you can see, pretty empty. And yeah, so what we are going to do today is... yeah, here we are. We are gonna develop this area here, around this sunken train station here, as well as this tram loop terminus station here. And we're also gonna build a little bus terminus loop thingy here. And obviously the tram depot, as written in the video title, it's gonna sit here. And I think this view here is gonna give you a good idea how this whole thing is gonna come together. As you can see, we have the main station down here. I can move a little bit further. Exactly. Here's the main station, and I think 2 passenger train lines go all the way around here. The regional train stops here and here again, and takes the slower route to the older areas over there. And the high-speed train goes all the way here as well, doesn't stop anywhere, and directly over here. We also have cargo lines that go from here all the way over here. They also take the slow route because we don't want the cargo trains holding up the high-speed passenger trains on this line here. Yeah, I think this really comes together nicely with all these gentle curves here. And yeah, the POV ride's gonna look amazing. I also developed this area here already, and I built a little sports facility over here, and also extended some residential buildings over in this area. But the time-lapse footage is already way too long again. I don't know what happened recently, but it seems like I really built way too much stuff in for one episode. I cannot squeeze all of that in it. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you the sunken station and the tram loop and the thingy over here, the bus terminus, and the tram depot over here. But in the cinematics you're also gonna see developed city blocks over here and some other stuff. Hope you don't mind that. I already did some groundwork with the sunken station here. As you can see, I built these kind of rim thingies here already. I used the invisible cue wall asset on both sides to make a nice transition with the terrain here. And I also used this prop wall thingy and placed down some network edges. But I think it's pretty self-explanatory how this came together here. As mentioned in the last episode, this whole area here is based on the Wiedikon district in Zurich, so why don't we have a look at it? In real life, Wiedikon is super central in Zurich, but in Verville it's gonna kind of mark the edge of the city, and that's because of the Wiedikon train station. This one is a real special one. It's the only train station in Switzerland that is a so-called Reiterbahnhof, which is a super specific German description for a train station that has its main building overarching the tracks. Hence the name Reiterbahnhof, because the building is kind of riding over the tracks. That's where it comes from. And right under this station building, the tracks lead into a 1 kilometer long tunnel that leads to another city district. And we can kind of use this whole setting here in Verville as well, having the tunnel right behind the building, which also leads to a different city district. I actually didn't plan all of this as well as it may seem right now. I was more like looking for a sunken train station somewhere and was actually surprised myself to find this Wiedikon train station. So yeah, that was a lucky coincidence. And the other main thing we're gonna build today is the tram depot. I know we built already one, but to my knowledge Zurich also has 3 tram depots. And the one we're gonna build today is certainly the most iconic of them. It's also located right next to the train station Wiedikon, and what makes it so iconic is the facade, which is mainly made out of glass. This may not seem all that spectacular, but the cool fact is that this building is already over 80 years old. The architect Hermann Herter also made some other iconic buildings in Zurich. And I actually will place another one of them as well today, and namely it's gonna be the tram station building. It's the round white one, and you will see me placing this a little bit later in this video. Okay, that's all for now. I'm gonna leave you with the rest of the time-lapse footage. Sit back, relax, and talk to you in the end of the video. Hope you enjoy. Okay guys, so I decided to do a little live gameplay here at the end of the video again. I really enjoyed it to do it in the beginning, so yeah, why not showing you a bit around in the end as well. So yeah, again, it's even more laggy because now it's filled with a lot of stuff. And yeah, so here you can see this Hermann Herter tram station building. It's a little bit an old asset, but I still think it looks cool because it's a thing that's from real life as well. And as you can see, I also did all these cables here by hand. I had to do them manually. These are all procedural objects. I had to adjust the length and whatnot of them. But I think it really paid off here. This whole tram loop is more of a distorted circle egg thingy, but I really don't mind it. I think it looks interesting. Yeah, as you can see, I also did some other things that are not shown in time-lapse because otherwise the video would have been way too long. For instance, I made this little restaurant area here. I think that's a really cool spot for people like me who like trains, because you can observe all the trains passing through the station here, and on the other side you have this nice Tram Terminus station. And I also put down this gas station here. I know it's really not the perfect spot for a gas station because it's kind of hard to reach it for cars. As a matter of fact, I didn't allow cars to drive on these road here because I didn't want to deal with the traffic mess it could potentially be with the trams and so on. But yeah, I still think it fits pretty nice in in that spot here. And yeah, here you have the sunken station. I know it's not perfect because this building should maybe be a little bit longer on this side as well, because there's not too much support over here. Maybe it's not too realistic, but I could still fit a pillar somewhere underneath here. Maybe I'm gonna retrofit that. And as for the stations, I know they are kind of, I mean the platforms, I know they are kind of under-detailed. But I had the idea that I'm gonna do a dedicated episode where I fix all the stops when preparing for the first person rides. So yeah, I think I'm gonna retrofit them as well. Then what else do we have? We have this bicycle stand over here, as well as a small imbiss shop over here. And then of course the tram depot. And I freaking love that building. I think that looks so cool. That turned out really nice. And here I used the technique Verville told me, that he put a gravel surface on top of the roof as well as some grass decals, and that's actually a genius move. I think that looks really cool. And on the higher roofs over here I put some ventilation stuff just to break up the repetitive look a bit. And over here, that's something I'm especially proud of, if I say so myself, because this slope here, I used the profile network, I think that's the name for it. I saw Citywall using them, and basically they are just inclined surface networks, as you can see here. It's the grass one in this case. And I put some gravel decals on top of them, as well as the fence here, and just some vegetation. Before that I just had this same wall as over here. But I thought, why not doing something a bit different, a bit more interesting? And yeah, I'm not gonna spoil this area too much. Actually, it's not much to show over here anyway, so that's something for the next episode. And yeah, I just really love that look here from over here. You can see in the distance the mountains and the cliff wall and so on, and just a lot of trains passing through here. And yeah, actually the tram depot, another interesting aspect of it is that you can actually go into the depot like so. Yes, here we are. Oh, that's a bit laggy, of course. And then you can look out of the window like that. I don't know, I think that's pretty cool as well. Oh yeah, the last thing, the tram, not the tram, I mean the bus terminus. I mean, it's nothing special. I didn't really detail it too much, as you can see. But it was just really satisfying to do with the node controller mod to widen the curves here and there. And I'm also going to put a lot of bus decals and stuff like that on the ground here. But as well, I'm going to do that when I'm preparing the first person bus rides. Okay, so I think that's all for today's episode. Let's zoom a little bit out of the area here to have a nice overview again. Yeah, last things to say is a big thank you to my Patreons, Jason and James. Thank you very much for your financial support. Other than that, the usual thing, follow me on Instagram to have some more insights into the city. I post a lot of screenshots there. I also put them, or most of them, on Twitter and Facebook as well. And yeah, I think the Discord is the place to be these days. I'm most active over there, so feel free to join the squad over there. But guys, that's all for today's episode. Really hope you enjoyed. Now you're gonna see the crispy 4K cinematics again. as well as a before and after. I included one again. As I told you, I'm just experimenting a bit around different editing styles, and yeah, really hope to see you in the next one.